I'm Mark Kopecky, and I work with the University of Wisconsin Extension as a county agent in agriculture and natural resources. I work with farmers and gardeners, rural landowners. My family and I have a very small certified organic dairy farm. Well, I was there in early November of 2011, and I worked with Northern Region Vegetable Growers Union up in Tamale, up in the northern part of the country. They invited me to come over and work with them to give them some suggestions on agronomic problems that they were having with their vegetable crops there. So I visited with a number of the farmers there over a period of several days and asked them a lot of questions and took a lot of pictures and visited the market in Tamale to get an idea about what some of the produce looked like as it was actually being sold. And then we had a nice discussion with some representatives from the union and followed that up with a field day on one of the farms. I found the people from Ghana to be just really, really very nice people. Very polite, very friendly, very welcoming, and that's probably my favorite memory. It was also a real eye-opener for me to see how they raise the vegetables there. Very intensive cultivation with hand tools and under some very trying conditions. A lot of differences in the soil characteristics on the different farms, a lot of differences in the plant health, and it was kind of nice for me to be able to recognize some of the challenges that they were having and see that they were some of the same things that people struggle with back here in the United States. I think if they would adopt some of the suggestions that I gave them about using some of the healthy vegetative residues that they've got from the previous crops as mulch, they could get a lot better performance from the amount of water that they do have. So the water supply, I can see is a huge problem for them, and I don't know what they can do to address that at a broader scale, but I know at least on the individual plot scale, doing some things with organic matter and using mulches and improving the quality of the soil to let the soil accept water when it is available better, I think would help them. For other volunteers who are going to be working there, I've seen this in other countries too, but don't get too bent out of shape about exact times that things are supposed to happen, because there's some flexibility there. It was a lot better in Ghana than some of the Latin American countries I've worked in. At least things happen approximately when they're supposed to, but also just some of the nuances with the language there about going to a restaurant and the waiter came on and said it's finished. You think, great, because I'm hungry, but they mean it's gone. I was really glad that I had the camera along, and I did make a lot of use of it. Not only during the time that I was there to refresh my memory at the end of the day and when I was getting set for the presentation with the group of farmers, but when I got back, I had a chance to look at those some more, and I was able to share those pictures with other people who were more familiar with some of the insect and disease problems that I was seeing. And they were able to help me identify specifically some of the things that I was looking at. So by all means, take lots and lots of pictures.